And it is time for our men's semifinal number 2 here at Championship Court at the APP Newport Beach Open. Just saw our next-gen San Antonio, and it's fitting because a few next-gen players here on the court right now. We'll introduce them in a minute as soon as this first exchange of Game 1 ends right there on the paddle of Ryler DeHeart. DeHeart certainly bringing up the median age of this match because next to him, it's because they're all very young. Everyone is very young in this match. Ryler, a dad to 2 beautiful kids, and of course Megan Fudge, his wife, getting ready to play in the women's.
I mean, why not just say it? He's old enough to be all the other 3 guys' dads.
I wouldn't say that. His kids are younger
that's
than
where
that.
You're going to.
It's not where I'm going with that. I'm just saying.
What's that make us, Chad?
I mean, we don't need to go there. We don't need to go there. All I'm saying is look at this court, okay? William Sobek.
The youth of pickleball.
His team, exactly.
We are old enough to be there, Dad.
We are.
You guys are going to get me in trouble with Ryler DeHeart.
Ooh, Livornese pushes that one just a little too wide.
So Richard Livornese over there in the red. He is playing with Spencer Lanier, who is 20 years old, out of Newburgh, Oregon. Ryler DeHeart and William Sobek at the bottom of your screen. Now the left side of your screen.
Just missing that around the post is William Sobek. Can't hook it back with the backhand enough.
Good control and good spot there to finish for Livornese.
2-1, Lanier and Livornese Jr. taking the lead here in Game 1.
Good cover there from Spencer Lanier as Livornese gets hung out a little bit on the ATP, but good defense from Sobek and DeHeart, but Lanier able to finish cross court.
Yeah, good spot there from DeHeart. Tough to pick up right there, especially with a ball that height that's coming down straight at the toes.
Little love off the tape there for Livornese as that ball slips down the middle.
Spencer Lanier getting a bit of the barbecue smoke coming over Championship Court here.
Almost can't see the players.
It smells good, though.
Sobek sending that one sailing long.
So I was going to say, I like the setups from Livornese and Lanier right here. They're putting the pressure on DeHeart. He's getting jammed up a little bit on those elevated balls.
So as the next-gen national team coach, Chad, Lanier and Livornese are 2 players that you've had a chance to see them really grow in their game. For viewers who may not be as familiar with it because we haven't seen them here on Championship Court much this APP Tour season, what has impressed you most about their growth, and what do you like about this dynamic?
Oh, I mean, I'll start off with Richard Livornese first. I mean, his athleticism, he doesn't have a tennis background. It's a football and lacrosse background, but he's got that hand-eye coordination, the fast twitch muscles, and he moves really well on the court. What it is for him is developing those strokes. For Spencer, he's got that background, but he's long, he's loose, he's got effortless power. So, just the focus right now is more so developing strokes and developing consistency.
Oh, that's just too good right there from Sobek as he goes little cut hard forehand.
Gets the ball back on the side of Sobek and DeHeart.
You kind of had your eyes wide open on that, Chad, going, what in the world was that?
No, I mean, it's like flat paddle slaps.
Lanier sending that one into the net, so it's 2-5 for Sobek's serve.
So now Sobek and DeHeart, here's the difference. They've timed up now Livornese and Lanier's speed ups. So now what can Lanier and Livornese do to kind of counter that?
Yeah, good exchange there. Livornese kind of cleaned up his body movement a little bit, stayed a little more compact. Well, that's a pretty impressive angle.
Nothing you can do there.
So Lanier is somebody who didn't get a chance to touch on too much, but Chad, what about his game? We heard about Livornese, but this duo, what do you like about the way Lanier is going to complement?
For Spencer, like I was talking about, he's got that effortless power. He stays nice and loose, nice and relaxed, moves really well as also, but doesn't have to really work hard at that court movement, that court coverage. So for those two young guys, I mean, age obviously is a big factor and a big benefit.
Good ball cross court there from DeHeart. He has Lanier on full extension.
6-3-2 for Lanier's serve.
Yeah, it's a tough spot there for Livornese. He puts Lanier in a difficult situation trying to cover the middle of the court when he goes for that Ernie and doesn't put that ball away.
Good place ball there by Ryler DeHeart. Four, 6-1 for Sobek's serve.
Livornese just getting out of the way of that as DeHeart trying to body him up, but good movement from Livornese.
The speed up there from Sobek right into Lanier.
But just good hands. Quick hands out front. No big swing. So every time he recoils, it's not big and he's ready for the next speed up.
Sobek coming off of his gold medal win in New York in men's singles. Trying to add some hardware here in Newport Beach. Good angle taken there by DeHeart on the overhead.
Wow, nice hands there from Lanier. Short, quick punch on the backhand side.
Looked like Livornese wanted to pull the trigger right there and then decided not to, which I think was the right decision, but I think he crossed himself up just enough.
Lanier taking a swing at it, but looking going, I just missed that one.
Yeah, I think it just clipped the net a little bit, and it threw off the height of that ball for Lanier. Yeah, good pressure there from Sobek.
Ties us up here in game one. And a timeout called here from Livornese and Lanier as Sobek and DeHeart have worked their way back into this one pretty strongly. At one point, trailing by 5-1, trailing by 4 points, and now with a lead.
That's a nice speed up right there on that last ball from DeHeart. He goes right at the body of Lanier. Instead of letting him extend his hands out away, he jams them up a little bit. But a good timeout from the youngsters here, Lanier and Livornese, as they go down by 1 now. Their first time trailing in this matchup, but trying to slow the momentum down here as DeHeart and Sobek are on the first server as well.
You see the crowd here at Championship Court enjoying this one, and I feel like a broken record, but I'm going to say it again. It has been ideal pickleball watching weather here in Newport Beach, just a few miles inland from the Pacific Ocean, and these matches here today have been everything you could ask if you're a pickleball fan, because it has been a clinic of some really good play, some really strong moves, great angles taken, so been a lot of fun to watch. In the middle of another good one here.
Yeah, good first exchange after the timeout there for Lanier and Livornese, putting some pressure on. And that's not a good return, though.
(9-7-2) for DeHeart's serve.
You know that's coming right there.
Yeah.
DeHeart's winding up. He doesn't hit many third shot drops. He's going to drive that and challenge you.
Well, especially not on a shorter ball there that's sitting up. It's actually more difficult to hit a drop on that higher ball.
Game point opportunity missed there for DeHeart and Sobek. Side out instead. Livornese with the serve. Good speed up there by Sobek right at the body of Lanier, and big fist bump from Sobek. He liked that one.
Yeah, it's a good reach in, an actual little misdirect going across the body of Lanier.
Little mid-pace speed up there from Livornese.
But it's the spot. He goes right at the right shoulder of Sobek right here. That's the hardest ball to hit, and it's a perfectly placed ball from Livornese. Oh, and then he gets one right back. DeHeart pays him back for his partner.
Sets up another game point opportunity here on the paddle of Ryler DeHeart with the serve. And again, though, second game point, Sobek has left a little bit short.
Yeah, just running through that drop doesn't set the feet, so it doesn't give him a good base to extend through and push that ball up and over.
Third chance at a game point here for Sobek and DeHeart.
Not the shot that Sobek needs to be pulling right there. And especially when Lanier is about 4 feet behind the kitchen line, he's going to be able to counter that so easily.
Ooh. A point there from Lanier and Livornese. A well-earned one, well-constructed. Lanier with a sneaky little tweener in the middle of that point as well. Wasn't it? No, just to the side a little bit.
Around the post.
Saw the around the post.
Oh, and the the dig.
The dig in between. There we go.
There it was. Good speed up there from DeHeart. 1-2 punch. Livornese gets a paddle on the first one, but too much risk, flicks that ball up. DeHeart gets on top, finishes. Oh, he came over the top of that one.
A little too much right there as he wanted to really get a lot of topspin on that, but just too much.
So it ties us up at 10-all here. Livornese with the serve. Wind picking up a little bit here in Newport Beach.
Both Lanier and Livornese looking at each other going, you, as that ball splits them in the middle. But they do fight off 2 game points, and now it's tied up. 3 game points.
And that one from DeHeart sailing long, so quickly onto their second serve.
Oh, got him in the chest. DeHeart trying to get out of the way of that one. If he had of it, was going out.
So Livornese and Lanier with another opportunity here, but they are going to take a timeout.
Offensive timeout at
before they start their serve. Yeah, what do you think about that decision?
Love it right here. Again, regroup. You were down, fought off 3 game points yourself. Come back, fight off 2 serves at 10-10. And now you have an opportunity here to make some noise, take the first game, pull an upset off. So a good regrouping offensive timeout here from Livornese and Lanier. I like it.
You see DeHeart and Sobek getting coached there on the sidelines. DeHeart getting some insight from Megan Fudge, who is getting ready to play in the women's doubles winners bracket final. And William Sobek's dad giving him a little bit of thoughts about how this match is going and how he can improve, because Lanier and Livornese have to be really proud of the way they have fought their way back into this game. Here they are sitting at 10-all, and it's going to be Spencer Lanier, 20 years old, out of Newburgh, Oregon, with the serve. Livornese with the smart leave there. Gives him an opportunity at game point. And that will do it. Richard Livornese Jr. and Spencer Lanier take game 1 here of the men's doubles match at the APP Newport Beach Open. We will be right back with game 2.
It was deep into the winter freeze when Ryan and Brenda Brinka made a pact. We will no longer be prisoners to you, Wisconsin winter. We shall fly south to where the courts are eternally bright, and we will do so with a new phone plan, one with the same coverage, up to half the cost. They may call us snowbirds,
but we're phoenixes.
When freedom calls, we're here to answer.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
After 30 years, we say goodbye to beloved Fat Tire. Goodbye to a taste that's attracted millions of loyal fans. Because after 30 years, we've changed our recipe. Say hello to a crisper, brighter, still carbon neutral, and dare we say better, Fat Tire.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Wait, take a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time. 002.
Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
The ATP is presented by
USA Pickleball, Gamma, the Boca Raton, and Zealous. Welcome back to Game 2 of this men's doubles semifinal matchup. DeHeart and Sobek with the serve after falling in Game 1, 12-10. 10-12, excuse me. And the serve dropping there, so it's going to switch side out. Spencer Lanier with the serve.
That's the pressure right there from Lanier as DeHeart felt him coming across for that poach and just tries to make it too fine.
Good hands and good anticipation there from Lanier. Doesn't try to do too much with it, just gets on top.
(2-0-1) for Lanier's serve.
Sobek trying to be a little too fine with that and put a little too much pressure on a ball. It wasn't high enough. Goes into the net, and this is a perfect start for Lanier and Livornese.
But DeHeart quickly putting that point to rest into the body of Livornese.
Yeah, I mean, that's one downside of Richard's game right there is that because he moves so well, he tries to move too quickly. Ends up getting caught with his feet moving.
Oh, wow, and Sobek played a ball that was going to be well out, but again, it got on his body quickly and kind of surprised by Livornese's speed up there.
4-0-2 for Livornese's serve.
Yeah, good counterattack there from Sobek. Slid over, took the line, sat on that two-hand backhand straight in the body of Lanier.
DeHeart with the serve, looking for their first point here of Game 2. On to the second serve for Sobek. Again, Livornese with that speed up, and there's a little bit of a flick to his speed up that seems like it's making it difficult for Sobek to respond the way that he wants to.
Yeah, and that comes from lacrosse and the strength in the forearms right there. He's able to stay short and compact. Wow.
How did Sobek hit that ball? It's behind him, hook shot, back in play.
I think the ball was going out anyway, but...
Another look at it there. Just some very fast hands in this match.
Yeah, hard for DeHeart to catch up to that one. Anytime a ball catches the net cord, it's so difficult to make the adjustment. Sobek ready for that speed up from Livornese.
It's not a bad speed up. It kept it low. Just a better counter there from Sobek.
That's not a good speed up.
No, not right there. And Lanier's like pointing at his
Like,
head
why
going,
did I
why
do
did I
that?"
do that? I can't believe I just did that. There's no reason to do that.
DeHeart and Sobek on the board here in game 2, excuse me. 1-5-1.
Yeah, it's there. Livornese has tried to rush that one. Saw the body jump in the middle of that swing.
The Ernie from Livornese all the way across the court to the spot that Sobek cannot get to.
It's the key right here is where he hits this Ernie. If he tries to do anything other than that with it, he's going to mishit it or miss it. Beautiful spot from Livornese.
Yeah, good despised spot there from Lanier. Sobek trying to anticipate poach on that one, but Lanier goes a little bit wider than what Sobek can reach.
Good read there from Lanier on the speed up from DeHeart as he just gets out of the way of this as DeHeart tries to light him up.
Yeah, DeHart's going for body. The hard part with that is if he misses body, obviously he misses the court.
Speed up there from Livornese, well defended by Sobek.
He gave himself the right opportunity. It's a good speed up across court at Sobek. He kept it at the right hip, then just misses the second ball.
Lanier with the serve up 6-2-2.
A little too much finesse there from Sobek. Set himself up well with a good speed up into the body of Lanier.
Sobek just dropping the paddle immediately. Down 8-2 now are him and Ryler DeHeart. It is all Lanier and Livornese here in game number 2.
What are they doing that is making it so hard for DeHeart and Sobek right now?
I mean, they're playing consistent, but the breakdown for DeHeart and Sobek right now is they're trying to do a little too much. They're trying to body up the speed ups, and they're sailing them, over hitting the speed ups right now. They need to go for more court than for body.
And I'm just impressed with the discipline right now of Livornese and Lanier. Not getting sucked into playing faster. They're creating opportunities when they need to. They're not trying to force opportunities. So the creation of these points is really good for Livornese and Lanier right now, and that's why they're in a lead here and looking good, trying to punch that ticket into that winter bracket final.
The two players showing a lot of maturity, both of them in their early 20s.
Good timeout here from Sobek and DeHeart, but now need to answer and get some points on the board.
Ooh.
1 point at a time, like you always say, Dom, and that ball by DeHeart just well placed to force the response pretty far long.
Yeah. 2 unforced errors there from Lanier on the last 2 points. Just got to regroup here. And you hear Livornese looking over at him. That was very awesome. Looking over, telling him to breathe, relax, we got this.
Sobek just checking the ball there. Not sure if it took a little bit of a strange hop right before he hit it, but missed that backhand into the net.
Livornese that's face protection right there. Don't destroy the moneymaker for Richard Livornese right here.
Yeah. He jumped into it almost. Now, good hands there from Livornese.
But 3 points for DeHeart and Sobek out of that timeout. So a well-used timeout there. They're still trailing. Ball goes back to the side of Lanier and Livornese, up 8-5 here in game 2 after taking game 1 quickly onto their second serve.
Yeah, it's 2 drops in a row right there where Livornese has pulled off with the body.
I mean, again, now on the flip side, good patience from DeHeart and Sobek. Not trying to go for too much, speeding up at the right time, resetting at the right time, end up on top, and now trying to cut into that lead even more. The cover from Livornese on the Ernie from Lanier was perfect here. See him sitting in the middle right there. He saves his partner. And then they caused the unforced error from Sobek.
5-8-2 for DeHart's serve. Speed up there from Livornese right into the body of DeHeart. It's all he can do just to get his paddle up.
He's on it, just gets a little too much of it on a downward angle.
8-5-1 for Lanier.
Yeah, tough spot there for Livornese. Trying to duplicate and go into the body of DeHeart again, but ball got a little too far behind him.
That's a good spot there from Livornese as DeHeart was sitting backhand. And he goes to the forehand, maybe about a 60-70% speed up, keeps it low. Oh. The unexpected speed up right there. Ill-advised, but works.
Puts the ball back on the side of Sobek and DeHeart. They're trailing by 4 here in game 2, trying to get back into it and force a game 3.
It's great work by both Livornese and Lanier here. Lanier, nice speed up right at the body of Sobek and getting his partner Livornese to put away.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Livornese was thought about holding off on that one for a second. No, a little too much wrist.
He looked back thinking it might have went out. Ooh, a little trickery there from William Sobek as he goes forehand side here on Lanier. Lanier not expecting it.
And that's a 5-1 run for DeHeart and Sobek since they called that timeout.
And this is where I would call one here with the lead. Keep the lead, call the timeout. They fight it off.
The roar of frustration from DeHeart. And a timeout called now by Lanier and Livornese. Ball back on their side. Up 9-8.
Yeah. In reality, you got a free timeout from DeHeart missing that one into the net.
Correct.
You've got 10 seconds. Have a quick 10-second chat and say, hey, let's dial in. Let's figure it out right here.
You and I are...
Because you're in a difficult situation as far as if DeHeart and Sobek come back, take the lead at 10-9, 9-9, you can't call a timeout.
Right, exactly. You and I are all about the offensive timeout. We're not
in a right
knocking it in the right situation. I would have liked to see it at 9-8 when they were, or 8-9 to slow that momentum, keep the lead. They don't. DeHeart goes driving in the net. They get all the momentum back, and then they call the timeout right there.
Yeah.
If it's just different situations call for that, you and I both don't completely agree with it. Now, again, it could work out for them here, but again, they're in control, are Lanier and Livornese. 2 points away from moving on to the winner bracket final.
Make it one.
It's tight.
It is.
It's you can sense it right there that DeHeart's trying not to make an error. He's trying not to pop a ball up.
Sets up a potential match point opportunity, but well placed by.
That's kind of a shoe fly.
DeHeart corner pocket. Fights off one match
DeHeart.
point.
Pickleball, corner pocket. And that will do it. Spencer Lanier and Richard Livornese Jr. are on to the men's doubles winners bracket final. Excuse me. One away from their chance at a gold medal. A massive moment for these two young players. We will hear from them when we come back.
It was deep into the winter freeze when Ryan and Brenda Brinka made a pact. We will no longer be prisoners to you, Wisconsin winter. We shall fly south to where the courts are eternally bright, and we will do so with a new phone plan, one with the same coverage, up to half the cost. They may call us snowbirds,
But we're phoenixes.
when freedom calls, we're here to answer.
The ATP is presented by
LS. Vlasic. Drip Drop. and Turbis.
Back here with match point for Spencer Lanier and Richard Livornese Jr. Excellent showing from them. Took the opportunities to speed the ball up when they got them. And they're just a little too strong. DeHeart and Sobek at times going for the body, but pushing them a little wide. But a couple of upsets here for Livornese and Lanier, putting them through to the winners bracket final. We've got Dominic Catalano that's down courtside with Spencer and Richard.
All right, Spencer, Richard, first and foremost, congratulations. You're moving on to the winner bracket final. But Spencer, go back to game one. You guys have a lead. They come back. You fight off 3 game points. What are you guys thinking in that moment?
Thinking, get to the kitchen. Let's make our drops. We don't know where the wind's going. We're just like, we got to hit it over. And we're like, they got to make the shot to win it. We're not going to give them it. So that's what we were thinking. We're going to make them win it. So.
And then, Richard, before you guys come over here, you look at Spencer. What do you tell him, or tell everybody at home what you told him as you walked over here about what just happened?
Yeah, it's kind of surreal. Definitely. I mean, we always have faith we're going to do it, but, we've never done it. So I just was like, dude, we just medaled. That was pretty crazy. So Spencer was a rock all day, so it was easy to be his teammate.
All right, well, congratulations, boys. You guys aren't done yet. You are moving on to that winner bracket final. They'll have that up for you shortly. But first, women's winner bracket final here on Championship Court. Simone Jarging and Paris Todd taking on Susanna Barr and Megan Fudge.